National sprinter Kamaria Durant was the class among the women when the Abilene Wildcats hosted their annual Wildcats Track Classic at the Larry Gomes Stadium. Ruskin Mark says Durant made light work of the women's field, but shared the spotlight with a couple others among the men who also doubled up.
In the men's 400-meter event, Section 2 of the timed finals saw Darren Alfred of Kaizen Panthers speed home to win in 48.36 with Theon Lewis of Pointe-a-Pierre second. But he could do nothing but watch in agony as Takuma Sterling of Alpha Athletics in the bright fluorescent orange held his form long enough to ease away from the field to stop the clock at 47.82 to win the overall men's title, with Alfred filling second and Abilene's Judah Taylor, who crossed second behind Sterling, filling third overall in 48.47. Sterling would do the double as he went in the men's 200 shortly after and showed his strength in the push for home, doing a fine job in holding off a determined Gerard Elcock of Abilene on his inside to clock 21.06, with Elcock second in 21.14. Third went to Aku Hislop. But he slipped to fourth overall after Nicholas Douglas won an earlier heat. The Kaizen Panthers speedster stopped the clock at 21.30 to snatch third overall in the 200-meter event. The women's 400 was nothing to shout about, but Jediah McSween of UDT Fast Track did the business in 59.06 seconds, while Alina Clark of Point 14 New Jets was second, and Rochelle Lewis of Abilene filled third. Gerard Elcock showed who's boss in the men's 100. The host club had something to shout about as he sped to the line first in 10.55 seconds, with Purcell of Simplex second in 10.59, while Jonathan Baker of Panthers filled third in 10.61. They were only fractionally faster than Timothy Fredericks, who did the double in the under-20 boys sprints. The women's entry was all Kamaria Durant, who took a while to get it going but sped away from the field to win impressively. The Simplex speedstress had no equal and won in 11.51 seconds, with Shoshana Mason of Abilene second in 11.75 and Concord's Akila Lewis third in 11.81. She would return in the half lap and be just as clinical. Again, she took a while to get those long legs of hers moving, but once she got it into gear, she was well on the way to the double, hitting the line first in 24 seconds flat. Shoshana Mason of Abilene was second again in 24.45, while the unattached Akila McShine was third in 25.05. And that brought the curtains down on a fine evening of track and field, where we also saw Shaniqua Bascom of Cougars and Rayan Serville of Memphis impress in the girls under 17 division. Bascom did the sprint double, while Serville was lightning fast in the one-lapper, stopping the clock at 56.65 seconds to land the gold. Ruskin Mark, C Sports Extra.